Hello everyone. Very unplanned, very unexpected video, right TJ?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So here I am, minding my own business, running errands with TJ because it's his day off. And I saw on the Starbucks app that they have a pistachio like cream cold brew. And when I was working at Starbucks, I don't ever recall having this drink. So I don't know if they just brought it back within the last year and I didn't know, or if this is a new drink for this year in total. But this is crazy. I knew they had the pistachio latte, which I absolutely loved and adored, and I knew they had the frappuccino, but I've never seen a cold brew. So I really wanted to try it, maybe recreate it for you guys. The issue is that, as we know, and as many other coffee contenters have pointed out, is that they indeed use a pistachio sauce to make their pistachio drinks, and I have yet to find like a pretty good alternative that's like a nice salty brown buttery pistachio type of sauce. I've heard of like different powders that you can make into like a sauce and syrups and all that fun stuff, which is why I use the pistachio syrup that I have from Jordan Skinny Syrups. So we'll see. We'll see what I can dig up in the next couple days, but I did want to record this part of the video, so let's give it a try. First, beautiful looking drink. I love a good cold brew from Starbucks. I will say this, first of all, I thought I ordered a tall and they charged me $5.67 for this. And I was freaking out because I was like, are you kidding me? $5.67 for a tall drink? Not even 12 ounces worth of coffee you're charging me $5 for. But I guess it was for a grande. So that's actually not that bad in my opinion. Definitely something I can make cheaper, not gonna lie. So TJ, you give it a try first. Let's see what TJ thinks. Did you feel the same way?
It's like good.
I think it's okay. I feel like my expectations were kind of let down because I really do like the pistachio latte. I think that because they don't have a syrup, I don't think they used any sort of other syrup other than vanilla syrup from what I saw on the app. And I think they pumped like maybe a pump of the pistachio sauce into the foam is what I'm thinking, because the foam tastes really good. But the coffee is kind of like, there's not much of a treat on the bottom. So that's kind of my review of it. I think it's a good drink. Would I pay $5.67 for it? Absolutely not. I'm still sticking with my shaken espressos. I think that's where it's at. And as you guys saw, you can make cold brew pretty easily at home. So I'm excited to try to recreate this later. Hopefully I can get more like accurate ingredients than the pistachio syrup that I have from Jordan Skinny Syrups, but we'll stay tuned, okay? And if you tried the pistachio cold brew, let me know what you think. Let me know if I'm just crazy and you guys actually like it. I have yet to really get any of the salted brown butter topping on top, but by far I think that's probably going to be the hardest thing to recreate with this drink is the salted brown butter topping. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.
Much later.
Hey guys, it's Lily. I'm so excited to be bringing you this recipe for the pistachio cream cold brew. You guys saw in this first part of the video that I tried the pistachio cold brew. Personally, I was very upfront. I really didn't think that it was that great. I definitely prefer the pistachio lattes that they have, so no hate to Starbucks. I just think I can make it better at home. So that's exactly what I'm going to do today. And I appreciate your patience with this part of the video. I just got to taking my MCAT, and I actually filmed the first part of this video probably like a couple weeks ago. So I'm excited to finally bring you a recipe, okay? So the first thing that we are going to do in making this recipe is we're going to make the cold foam. And I'm going to do that in my automatic frother because unfortunately my handheld like battery operated frother broke. Okay, so I'm going to be using my automatic frother. I'm going to put it over there. It's going to do its thing while we're assembling the cold brew, so it might take a couple minutes to do that, or a couple seconds. So first, let's get going on that. What I'm going to do is we're going to make it kind of like the base for a Starbucks sweetened cold foam. So I'm going to do 1 pump of the French vanilla syrup that I have, and this is a sugar-free one from Torani if you guys were interested in getting that. Again, my recipe is going to be more sugar-free related, but that doesn't mean that yours has to be sugar-free. Definitely just follow along with whatever stuff you have at home, or go out and buy the full sugar version if you want. I think it tastes yummy that way, but again, I prefer the sugar-free version. So then I'm going to add like 2 pumps of the pistachio latte syrup that's sugar-free from Jordan Skinny Syrups. Again, I became a member of the Skinny Squad, so if you guys are interested in buying any of Jordan Skinny Syrups, please feel free to use Lily10 to get 10% off your first order. So yeah, 2 pumps of this syrup, and then I am going to use some of this brown butter concoction I made, okay? Now hear me out. I hate cooking. I get it, girl. I hate cooking too. But I saw this kind of like, every time I taste a pistachio latte, I get very brown buttery notes from this. And I also saw a recipe that uses brown butter to make kind of like a nutty, very creamy taste to the pistachio latte. And I know that there's a lot of people that are really disappointed that they can't find a pistachio sauce, kind of like what they have at Starbucks, to make their pistachio lattes with. I think the biggest hack that's going to be helpful is maybe mixing a pistachio syrup, maybe one from Jordan Skinny Syrups or one from Monin. I heard the full sugar one from Monin is really good. Mixing that with some brown butter, and then possibly some like white chocolate sauce or sweetened condensed milk, whatever you have at home. I think that's going to make a really good or very similar flavor profile to that of the stuff that you're going to find from Starbucks. So that's what we're doing at home. I'm going to use a tablespoon of this brown butter syrup. Did I say tablespoon? I meant teaspoon. And we're going to do 2 of them, sorry. 2 teaspoons of this brown butter concoction. And how I made this is I basically just got a stick of butter from my fridge, put it in a light colored saucepan, and warmed it up, made it foam, all this fun stuff, and browned it until it was ready, and it tasted nutty. I probably could have browned this maybe a little bit more, but it tasted nutty, it smelled really good. I thought it was gonna be really good with this. So then, on par with what I said, we're gonna do a teaspoon of the Torani white chocolate sauce. You can use basically any white chocolate sauce, one from Monin, one from Torani. I think even Jordan Skinny Syrups might have a white chocolate sauce now, but who knows. You can also use one from Ghirardelli, or there's a really good one from like Hollandaise or something like that. I'll put all of these ingredients down in the description below as well, so you guys can do that. And if you don't feel like cooking, I've heard that there is a great brown butter syrup from Monin that might even, I haven't tried it, but it might even resemble this taste pretty well. There's also a brown butter toffee nut syrup from them as well. So check it out, see if you guys like it, see if it like maybe try this recipe and then try it with that and see how much it compares. But I'd be very intrigued to see if I want to go out and buy that syrup. And unfortunately, it doesn't come in a sugar-free, version if you guys are interested, but it will be, I think it'll taste really good and probably on par with what I'm doing right now without all the cooking. Okay. So yeah, made the base for this. Now I'm going to add all of the other ingredients to make this like foam. So I'm going to add 2 tablespoons, not teaspoons, 2 tablespoons of the heavy cream that I have. Again, had this in my fridge. And then I am going to add kind of like a lighter milk to this. So I'm going to use oat milk. Again, this is going to be 1/4 cup of oat milk. Okay. Awesome. Now that's all done. I am going to put the lid on this and let it froth, and we're going to assemble the cold brew part of this. Okay, so now that that's frothing, you might be able to hear it in the background, we are going to make our cold brew part. Again, you can make this at home using a weird contraption like I have. You could use a French press, or if you just want to press the easy button on this, you can just go out and buy your favorite cold brew from the grocery store. So again, the key is to use very coarse grounds. Sorry, the lid was on, kind of weird. Use very coarse grounds, do it for a couple days. I let this sit for a couple days in my fridge and it should be very strong. I did water it down because I didn't want it to be too concentrated for the recipe today. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to add it probably to like that much, okay? Leave a couple inches at the top. And then, because the pistachio cream cold brew does call for a couple pumps of vanilla syrup, I'm going to add, again, 2 more pumps of the French vanilla sugar-free syrup that I have. Okay? And I am going to give it a nice little stir in the meantime. Okay, so the cold foam is finally done. And now, the piece de resistance, okay? Awesome. Oh, beautiful. And it's even a little bit brown, kind of like the pistachio cream cold brew is. And then, to top it all off, because we can't forget the salted brown butter topping, I made kind of like my own salted brown butter topping. Again, could not find this on the internet or anything like that in terms of like buying it already made. So I made it myself using a little recipe that I can link down below. But basically I did probably like 2 teaspoons of brown sugar that I had in my cabinet. Then I added probably like 1 teaspoon of the brown butter mixture just so that I could soak it up just a little bit. And then I added a couple pinches of salt to make it nice and like, you know, crumbly. And I let it sit in the freezer for a couple minutes so that it could get all kind of like crusty, topping-y, so it's not all like dissolving everywhere. So yeah. This looks like just like it, guys. Like, come on. Okay. You see that, guys? Do you see that, Sammy? Yes, he loves it. Sammy, I wish you could try this. This looks absolutely delicious, guys. Let's give it a try, okay? Yo, that tastes so good. And it was like so easy to make, especially if you have like a brown butter syrup at home. This could take literally 5 seconds to make. I'm obsessed with it. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I might even, I don't know. We'll see if I'm technologically advancing and do a bunch of math. I'm going to break down the ingredients of all of these to see their price and see how much this is going to cost you. Like, let's say a grande size, okay, of a cold brew here at home versus a grande size of the pistachio cream cold brew. Because I guarantee you, they charge me almost $6 for a cold brew, and I'm very sure that this is definitely less than $6 combined. So that way, you can have it at home, and you don't even have to make the topping. All you need to do, get a pistachio syrup, get a brown butter syrup, get a French vanilla syrup. Then you got it. If you want to do all the cooking involved in terms of getting a brown butter together, definitely do that. But y'all already know, I have to get TJ to try it to make sure it's legit, okay? Hey, babe. You heard my ruckus in the kitchen.
Yes,
I made
I
a pistachio cream cold brew.
I heard your wrecking in the kitchen. I could barely hit a football game.
Man, that is such a lie. Anyway.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, you can be, don't be biased. Don't be biased, okay? How do you feel about this versus the one you had at Starbucks?
I had one at Starbucks.
Yeah, you tried it.
What was it?
The pistachio cream cold brew.
Oh, yeah, I remember the pistachio. Yeah, the pistachio, that was lackluster.
I know that this is bad. I was gonna say I just wasn't really excited about it, guys. I think I might have even been more excited for the cookie butter one at Dunkin'. So, anyway, try this at home. Tell me how you like it. We're signing out. Okay, bye, guys.